Because you see, it's under the weight of that hypocrisy at the core of the SJW mentality that some higher systemic demagogue or tyranny will bring justice and equilibrium between the identities, that there'll be some kind of rainbow Hitler, which, it's as if whenever I see these SJW like art extravaganza things and things like that, it's as if the spirit of Hitler came down and employed these people to make propaganda for the, or in South Africa will be the black ethno-fascist, kind of national socialist state, just like the Nazi National Socialist label. But, obviously, they'll say, oh no, but our rhetoric is not the same as fascism, because they are the useful idiots of the fascists. They have the exact same fascist philosophy. They just have one extra belief, which is an equality of outcome, which obviously is impractical. You can't make an equality of outcome from the top down. How would you do it? I mean, every time you would implement it, it would be stupid. It would be counterproductive. It would be ineffective. It would be mismanagement, because it doesn't seek to actually build people up and empower them. It just seeks to kind of tailor the statistics and create, the artificial or the superficial semblance of transformation, instead of actually doing the work, actually doing the supportive work of building development and diagnosing how to support intelligently and how to, but you see, it's a completely different model of development, because, you have to really make the able more able. You have to make special programs for people, not make special allowances for people in terms of lowering standards and making and calling people racist for not calling the standards, for not legitimizing those strange standards, which always create a toxic resentfulness, and also they end up exacerbating problems. When you lower university entry requirements, you just end up either diminishing the integrity of institutions, as is done, in government in general, making things mediocre, or you end up creating a situation where people can't cope, because they haven't been given the support. So either give the support, but don't lower the standards and then call everything racist, because it's like it's completely, it's backwards thinking. I mean, is the that life should conform to the to treating people like tokens, like treating people like token representatives, that they have to do it for some kind of lowest common denominator identity thing, instead of actually, helping people as individuals and working out how to make the individual stronger. No, they must give pride to the identity, to the collective justice that is deserved, and so the system must suffer. And as the system suffers to have this destructive integration, it destabilizes liberal values, it destabilizes common shared values, it destabilizes the concept of universal communication. Now you have people on the radio who will like my black truth, the truth of my identity, the non-communication, the non-negotiation of being able to have an open political discourse on issues, because you have to not be privileged and to have an opinion on such matters. You have to, in fact, and the solution has to be punishing those who are privileged. I mean, never mind how reactionary that is in just destroying a free society and making everything have to be managed and directed from a top-down authoritarian quota system. That just gets worse and worse and degrades more and more things until everything just becomes controlled by the government.